Hello everyone, how are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Um, yes, I'll be looking at the anime and giving you guys some recommendations. By the anime, I mean a lot of anime. Scrolling through all of these, because there was a lot of them in the season, I only end up watching a handful. I'll tell you which ones I'm enjoying and my unqualified opinions of the ones that you might want to watch based solely on the descriptions and the preview pictures. So everyone knows Dan Da Dan. This is the second season. I really enjoyed the first season, even though the general themes are not my thing. Still, the wide variety of characters and the cast and the very, very good animation has made it very enjoyable. I didn't quite enjoy how the previous season ended, as in on the cliffhanger. Cliffhanger was a little bit controversial, and I don't like controversy, but it wasn't a very pleasant thing to be left to kind of mull on at the end of a season. So I actually haven't started watching the second season. I'll let the episodes pile up and then watch them in one big go. Quite frankly, I know everything's gonna turn out alright, but I don't like the themes at the end there. So that's that. I rate it, I don't know, 11 out of 10. Definitely watch it. If you're not watching it, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Science Saru, doing a great job. The comedy is actually funny and makes me laugh too. Then we of course have My Dress Up Darling Season 2. This is another no-brainer. You should just watch it. I don't know, you don't like dressing up, you don't like girls, you don't like boys, watch it anyway. You don't like cosplay, watch it anyway. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful anime. I actually have done some cosplay-like photography in the past, and a lot of the stuff resonates with me. I've never really gone to any cons. I actually don't cosplay myself. This was from the perspective of a photographer. I like hiding behind the lens. And a lot of the things that come up there, I relate to. So for me, it's a big, fun, pleasant watch. Also gets a laugh out of me. Comedy tag is very accurate. Usually don't watch slice of life. I do enjoy romance. I do enjoy ecchi. Generally like action. This is a genuine surprise for me for how much I enjoy it. It's just that well done. Then we have this. And I don't even know how to pronounce it. I just watch it. Gachiakuta. I'm probably terribly mispronouncing it. This is an interesting one. For me, it's a dark horse. I don't know what the source material of this is. Quite possibly a manga. Completely uninformed opinion here. Seems like a typical shonen type thing, but the idea and the premise is very interesting. It's about trash and how we treat objects. I've always, since I was very young, thought that objects have souls. So this is another anime that I find highly relatable. The idea that you can instill special powers in yourself and in the objects you possess rings true to me. Also very well animated. We'll see where it goes. Definitely a fun watch. Then we have Kaiju number 8. This anime I spoiled myself by, I think, reading the manga, specifically the last chapter, as in how it ended, because I was so curious where it goes and whether it was worth the time investment. Unfortunately, what I found that the author is great at visuals of the manga, that is, but is not so great at writing a good plot. It seemed by the end of the first season that the author really didn't know where they were going with their work. And I've concluded that I will watch it anyway because it's just that well animated, but it's not high on my priority list. This, I haven't seen this, so let's read the description. Chidori High is a boys' school that takes in the dregs of society with the lowest grades. Already a great start. Might this be a second season or something? I could have sworn I've seen this guy somewhere. Next door stands Kikyo Girls High, with a wealthy high-class family send their precious daughters. Comedy, drama, romance. their blissful peace is quickly disturbed when Taro discovers that Kaoruko is actually a student at Kikyo. Okay, I have a short attention span. I'm probably not gonna watch this. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like the kind of drama I enjoy. A bit slow. This has a very cool preview picture. The best friends, probably 200. Yoshiki and Hikaru growing up together, inseparable, best buds, best bros, until Hikaru came back from the mountains. Okay, stuff goes down in the mountains. It was no longer himself. Okay, this reminds me a bit of potentially summertime rendering, which I greatly enjoyed. Something has taken over Hikaru's body. I wasn't going to watch this because it's, well, on Netflix, and I've cancelled my Netflix subscription because most of the stuff that is on Netflix is absolute and total trash. But I guess I will be renewing my Netflix subscription for this season because I am really interested in this anime, and it wasn't even on my radar. It wasn't on my radar because it was on Netflix, I guess. Call of the Night Season 2. If you've enjoyed Season 1, I think you'll enjoy this. I've watched a few of the episodes. Well, to be honest, best episode of Season 2. It's got the same vibe, and I really like it. The romance between the two is developing further. Everyone knows that the best parts of romance are the early parts, where you're so unsure whether you're really into the other person and whether they're into you. Especially if your feelings are strong, you're not sure if you want to go out of your way and, you know, project your feelings, or give hints. So this might really fizzle out, or it might get better. I would be hoping for some action, and there seems to be hints of that. I think the creators realize they need an antagonist, and then we have that hot smoking, literally smoking lady in the background, who's wearing glasses, and I love glasses, and she looks cool. So, with that in mind, I shall continue watching this. Rascal does not dream of a bunny girl, but now of Santa Claus. I've actually watched this, including the movies, which I believe they were movies, quite religiously. I really like the series. You probably aren't going to watch this as the first exposure to the series. You would start from the beginning. That's what I recommend. See if you like it. Quite mysterious, a little bit of sci-fi. Very well written, reasonably well animated. I will be watching this. And where is it streaming? Crunchyroll, great. Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. I didn't even realize there is a Season 4. Shield Hero is something I refuse to watch. I'm not sure why, but I might break that internal resistance I have to watching it. Just doesn't seem like my kind of anime. Mostly because the MC looks super generic. I actually like isekai. I think this is an isekai. I think he reincarnated as a dude with a shield, and his power is having a shield, which doesn't make any freaking sense. Maybe that's why everyone's cloning on the guy. But apparently it's a revenge isekai, and I'm kind of getting tired of this revenge isekai. I'm reading a lot of light novels, and in the light novels, you know, this seems to be a very common theme now. They're not even isekai anymore. It's just I got kicked out of the hero's party, and then the hero regrets it. And I think this is more or less the plot of this anime, so I am not so keen on that. Just not a general assessment of the anime. I should watch it, but probably not for me. If anyone wants to change my mind, please leave a comment in the comments or wherever. Okay, Dr. Stone. I enjoyed the first season. This is Dr. Stone Science Future. It was fun, but I think it's probably good as a manga to read in small bits, but it quite frankly didn't make sense. As someone who actually enjoys science, and not just enjoy science, I've actually done a bit of science myself in a different life. Not joking, actually a different life. I don't know, I think it's kind of lame he has the E = mc squared on his thing. Like, that's not even the full equation. And by his thing, I mean his cape or whatever he's wearing. I wish he would dress in a cooler way. I don't know who this guy is. Is it him? No, he's got different hair. It's probably a cool anime to watch if you're 12. That's where I'll leave it. Grand Blue, have no idea. Seen lots of gifs of this. Seems like a kind of frat party type anime. Not really my thing, but super fun. People enjoy it. Not my thing though. This, The Water Magician, should be higher ranked. This is, I think, my favorite anime this season. It's just so well done. This guy is so cool and so chill. So fun to watch. He is a reincarnation of just some boy who must have been raised really well because he is so chill. He has basically 20 years to develop magic powers. He doesn't age. I don't think he even realizes at this point he isn't aging. And it's just really well done, well animated, well paced. Pacing is always important. Pacing so far is just excellent. Pacing can make or break an anime or any other piece of fiction. So I highly recommend this. Don't sleep on this anime. It's got a very simple background. I thought this was just going to be generic isekai slop, but it's not. It's super cool. The Silent Witch. I've been actually reading the light novels. I think I've read the first volume. I haven't continued. I'm reading so many different light novels, but this is my kind of light novel. And to be frank, I don't know if they're gonna do the light novel justice. There were the Seven Swords of the Magic, something Harry Potter Academy-like clone light novel, which was really good. But then I saw the adaptation, and the adaptation wasn't. It didn't live up to the feeling and the scope of the original light novel. So I'm kind of holding off on watching this. I also hold off on watching any anime that I've read the light novel of because I basically spoiled myself and I won't see any surprises. But I might give this a shot later. Studio Gokumi, haven't heard of them. I've only heard of really 3 studios. Guess what they are. Okay, this, I have no idea. Looks cool. There's a lot of blood and fire. Probably fun if you're into action. Let's see, bloodlines of Oni and Momotaro have passed down among certain humans for generations. I've heard this before. Long ago, the Oni, aware of their own ferocity, lived in seclusion. Also heard of this before. However, their peace was shattered by an invasion led by Momotaro. Over thousands of years, these two factions formed the Momotaro Agency and the Oni Agency. Okay, it's on Netflix and on Crunchyroll. I'm gonna give this a skip. Seventh Prince Reincarnated. Very controversial first season. Basically, young boy dressing up as little girls. Well, not as a little girl, but just as kind of little girl type clothing that's usually associated with a certain subgenre of anime. Triggered a lot of people. I actually watched it. It's great. The only thing I don't like about the story is the MC hides their powers a lot, and I kind of get sick of that general trope. There's only so long you can hide, world-changing powers that you may have. I'm sure if you have the power of that level, you potentially also have the power to hide it. But this is kind of an incidental hiding. And by now, someone should be working out what's going on. And I generally don't like stories where everyone but the MC is basically an idiot, is a weak idiot. So, still gonna watch it, but it's kind of full enough on me. This is really cool. I don't know why is it scored at 76%? Really, quite frankly honest, that's probably my second favorite so far. The main character isn't this guy. It's really her. She is awesome. She is fun to watch, and she's got a lot of growth ahead of her in the story. And it has some very mature themes, and it's probably not for you if you just want to chill out. But if you like that kind of dark, gritty plot, this is just a great anime to watch. It's really well animated in my opinion so far, and one of my favorites this season. I don't know what's with these ratings. I don't know who's rating these. Okay, City the Animation by Kyoto Animation. Anything by Kyoto Animation is good. I actually don't watch much Kyoto Animation stuff. Slice of life and comedy, not really my thing. You should just put some action in here, which these often do have. I'm not a big fan of gag anime, and this does look like a gag anime. So not my thing, won't judge it, won't rate it. 77%, it's probably 90% given the way these ratings are going, to be honest. Pantene stocking and garter belt with garter belt. Wow, there's a new season by Trigger. Haven't really watched the first season, seen lots of fan art. Lots of friends are big fans of this. I am not a big fan of gag anime with basically an edgy tag, and probably give it a skip unless someone forces me to watch this. Trigger is awesome though. Okay, there's no freaking way I'll be a lover unless I see where this is going. I don't even see a dude. Wait, there isn't a dude. Is this a Yuri? Let me read this. Oh, this is the Yuri anime. Awesome, I am definitely watching this. I thought it was just typical, what's the term? I already forgot. What is the term when that dude has lots of girls lying after him? A harem. I thought it was a harem anime, and I think this is a harem anime, but it's a Yuri harem anime. For me, that's novelty, and I shall watch it. Just for this, obviously. I am a degenerate. Apocalypse, this is highly rated on Crunchyroll. I've been paying attention to this, to Apocalypse Bringer Minagora, or however you pronounce that. Quite frankly, I've read the light novel. I've read it quite far, because I do like isekai. It really falls off on one chapter. I won't spoil what happens, but the author basically ran out of ideas, ran out of plot, and just did a very lame thing. So I won't be watching this because I know it's going nowhere. I won't bother. Ruri Vox, I've seen that a lot on social media. Again, controversial because she has a nice, shapely, thick body, and it's about minerals, which I think also triggers people, because how can we make an anime about minerals and have pretty girls in it? It should just be minerals and ugly girls in it. There's a certain subset of people that are easily triggered. Not my thing, but might watch it anyway. I think it's probably highly recommended. Used to really be into rocks myself. Land of Lustrous. You know, the Land of Lustrous anime with the rocks. I've read the full manga. It's super cool. The 3D animation in the anime was awesome. I wish this was actually a sequel to that. But it's probably a slice of life thing. Yes, it's a slice of life thing. Dealing with Mikadono sisters is a breeze. Okay, he's the son of a late legendary actress. Bonus points. Is overwhelmingly mediocre. Minus points. Okay, I'm not watching this. Yusago. I actually have watched this. I'm watching it religiously. I completely forgot what it's about. Oh no. This guy dies, he comes back, and he's got future knowledge. I remembered. See, not too memorable, but it's actually is a fun watch. What's the rating here? Show me the rating. Is it even rated? 63%. I don't know. You guys are underrating things. With how bad last season was, I'm not sure you can actually rate something like this 63%. Where did these ratings even come from? This is an Annie chart, by the way. What is wrong with you people? It's pretty decent. I have no idea what this is. A couple of Kakurs, season 2. Is it a Netarari thing? Looks like romance teenage boy bait. I am not interested in this. Skip for me. Okay, this should be further up. What's the rating on this? 69%. Nukitashi the Animation. It's streaming really only on this V service, something Ocean, the Ocean Vale, that's right. Ocean Vale basically stream only or mostly or exclusively ecchi and hentai, which I didn't know when I got the subscription to watch the show, and I also didn't realize how lewd and sexual this show was. But I am really enjoying it. Why? I really highly, oddly enough, relate to the main character. He is an idiot and a pervert, but he wants to preserve his virginity. And he does not want to be affected by some kind of overarching, totalitarian-like state, which might say, sexual intercourse is, not optional, it's obligatory. You must do it wherever and whenever with anyone that asks. And society, in some ways, even as Puritan as it may seem to you, to someone who's actually asexual like myself, who can watch this stuff without really being affected by it, is really how I feel. Since a young age, I was, sexuality from the society was projected onto me. I tried to fit in. And really what I should have been doing is rebelling against it, not in a Puritan way, but just in an internal kind of peace of mind way. And I've kind of made my peace with my asexuality now. And kind of explored that a little bit more. So, I don't know, a very kind of monologue-y description of this. It's worth watching it. If you're watching it for the right reason, you probably enjoy it. If you're like me and you're watching it for completely different, weird psychological reasons, you'll probably enjoy it as well. Overall, just the animation is cool. As long, this is not something you're going to be watching with your family or in front of your parents. There's people, doing stuff like in public everywhere, and at every second scene of this anime. Isekai, I'll go through quicker now. Vending machine looks cool, don't watch it, don't relate to vending machines. I am talking a lot about relating to the MCs because that's important for me. I think that's important for everyone just watching. This is escapism. I don't want to simply watch a slideshow, some kind of montage of cool scenes and things like that. I want to feel emotions. And I don't know if I'll be feeling emotions in relation to a vending machine or the people who are seeing this girl that will be protected by this vending machine. I don't really picture myself as someone who needs a vending machine to save her. Okay, Watari-kun, something is about to collapse. What is about to collapse? His self-esteem? His pee-pee? I don't know. Might watch it. This guy's wearing a sweater. That's a negative. Pleated skirt, positive. He looks so generic, I could die. Comedy, drama, romance, slice of life, pass. Welcome to the Outcast restaurant. Adventure, comedy, fantasy, slice of life. Fantasy, potentially cool. Dennis will battle these quirky customers' troubles. I'm not a big fan of the customer service anime unless there's like some dark themes to it, so I'll give that a skip. Solo camping. I used to love camping until COVID happened. And then all the helicopters and the lockdowns and everything haven't gone back into it. Camping is not something I really enjoy as a concept that I want to watch. I want to feel things. I don't watch anime to relax. I watch it to process trauma. Detectives are crazy these days. I'm gonna go fast here now. Looks cool. We'll probably watch it. That is a very plain preview image. Something about a dog. I hope it's not like the last seasons of the season before that dog anime. Please take me home, okay? Just please don't be a dude, actually. That's a dog, okay? Probably safer. This is a good anime. Season part 2. I need to continue watching it. The MC is really cute. This guy's cool. Just watch it. It's fun. Trots to my sister's ex. Okay, this just seems like an otome type thing. I usually watch these. This looks decent, but not so keen on the whole marriage themes. 68%, it's probably much better than that. I'll consider it. See you tomorrow at the food court. Slice of life, skip. Comedy, romance, cultural exchange with a game set to go. Art looks beautiful. Potentially a gag anime. I'll consider it. I'm definitely watching this, even though I don't feel like watching this. The MC looks beautiful. It just looks spectacular. I've never seen such a handsome MC in my life. From what I understand, he gains powers by not looking handsome. When he was reincarnated, I think that's quite unique. There's been a number of, less than, how would I put this, traditionally attractive MCs. But he looks like an ugly bastard to me, and I'm an ugly bastard on the inside. So we'll give this a shot. Arknight's gacha anime, skip, unless it goes from line 2. I nearly got this. Hell Teacher. Looks like I think I'm probably too old to watch this. Looks like a kid's anime. Correct me if I'm wrong. This just looks weird and interesting. A hermit? Hey, I'm a hermit. Kind of. Is banned from the afterlife due to an incident. I wonder what he did. Now he collects spirit-possessed will-o-wisps in his lantern, hoping to make a comeback. It seems that those who encounter him begin to see peculiar things. Okay, sounds very mysterious, but I'm not a big fan of the horror genre in Japanese anime. Maybe because I'm not Japanese, and the themes and the general monsters or whatever, the mythical creatures that come up don't really strike me as that scary. So I guess they're not supposed to be scary, to be honest. They're just supposed to be weird. I'll consider it. He's got a very nasty looking face though. Okay, romance anime. Lonely and unpopular high school girl with negative thoughts. Check. Early morning, she's pretending to be a manga heroine. Check. The class is good looking Yosuke accidentally saw her. Nah, never happens. Never happens. Okay, but let's just see. This love, you will definitely want to support it. Okay, masochistic system, unpopular girl comedy. Okay, I am watching this. I don't know how this went under my radar, but I'm watching this. Where is it streaming? Streaming on Bibli? Okay, no wonder I haven't seen it. It's on Crunchyroll. I will track this down and watch it. I don't torrent. I pay for my anime. I support the industry. Not that you have to. Turkey Time to Strike. How much anime is it this season? What is this? Bowling term? It's a bowling anime? Okay, I can see they're all like pins being hit by a bowling ball. I'm just gonna guess it's a bowling ball anime. I'm gonna leave it at that. I like bowling. I'll probably watch it. This looks cool. Possibly. Possibly not. Alternate version of something during Japan's something era. A woman that he has seen many times before in his dreams. Seems a bit convoluted. It's only action. I'll think about it. It used to have everything in it. It has a mascot. It has like a chibi character. Has girls, has boys, has a hot guy, has a hot fiery guy, has, a hot stoic guy, a princess, some kind of black thing, destroying some protective field. I think I can probably guess what this whole anime is about just by looking at the preview image. We'll see. What is this? Hotel and Humans. Okay, art is very cool. The design is very nice. The best hotels meet certain standards, that's true, like not having bugs, including the finest cuisine, ways to relax, and entertainment. Of course, they also need the best selection of weapons, reliable ways to falsify one's identity, and dispose of evidence. Possibly good. It seems to be another one of those service animes that are based on like a service type industry business. Those kind of don't move. I like scenery. I like world building. I don't like, kind of sitcom-like but anime cool interactions that kind of go nowhere. Often these don't have much plot development around, aside from revealing some secrets, some past secrets about the characters. I'm totally judging this just based on the description. It's about assassins. So, assassins, you know, to be an actual assassin, you really need to be a messed up person. And it's very hard to present an assassin as someone who's cool, because there will always be this discordancy between what they're doing, which is murdering people, and, you know, these slice of life moments when they're having tea or something like that. No, they're killers. They're probably not doing that. They're probably shooting up meth or something in reality. So this really, I don't know, I really hate this anime for some reason, but I'll watch it anyway because the art looks cool. Senmat no Riori. Okay, mathematics. Check. Scholarship holder. Check. Renowned institution. Is this a math anime? He meets a cool... Okay, no, it's a fruit anime. Okay, we've got 2 geniuses. Okay, so I like mathematics. I love eating, but I don't like fruit anime because, I mean, anyone can make a fruit anime. Everyone loves food. And, you know, the fruit in the fruit anime, you can't eat that fruit. So it's just teasing here. I don't want to be teased like this. I eat like frozen meals every other day and order Uber Eats otherwise, and my food comes kind of lukewarm. And then I watch something like this, and I just feel bad. But I can imagine, I can kind of predict, okay, a math genius. Maybe something to do with proportions of salt and sugar, I'm not sure. You know, the fruit table. Okay, magical girl anime. I like magical girl anime. Murder mystery. You know, nothing has ever really been the same since Madoka Magica for magical anime. Consistently have to be somewhat dark to gain people's attention. Superpowers. Bestowed to they use is definitely a magical girl anime. Should probably tag it as such. I'll watch it. Okay, this looks cool. Potentially a 3D anime. I actually don't mind 3D anime. I could be wrong. It's probably very low rated though. Like, let's see. Yep, 50%. Anything 3D is really low rated. It looks like an all-female cast. There's a lot of 3D all-female cast anime. Is this potentially an idol anime? Voices that wield magic, stand amongst them, every note protect. Okay, this is an idol anime, that's 3D. So I might give that a skip just because of that. Doesn't mean it's bad, but not a big fan of idol anime. Grid menu actually looks interesting. We've got Yakuza, karaoke competition, and the worst singer must get a tattoo. Karaoke. Unfortunately, I can't sing. I have a very monotone voice. There's something wrong with my vocal cords. I've just never exercised them. I had a very monotone voice since I was very young, and I don't relate to karaoke. So it'll just probably make me sad, so I skipped that. I'm getting tired now of these like hyper-colored HDR looking covers. I think they're here to attract the younger generation who like these kind of very brilliant colors, but I shouldn't judge this anime. Let's just see what it is. Live streamer. This is definitely intended for the younger generation of anime watchers. VR game project. Skills start pursuing the irreplaceable. Now, I have no idea what this is about. But looking at the thumbnail here, it might actually be really cool. I've made a number of times before have I looked at a preview image and judged it, and then ended up watching the anime regardless and absolutely loving it. So just because of that, I am going to watch this. Okay, someone goes to an old boys' school. After the school's athletic festival, their eccentric classmate starts acting bizarrely towards him. Goes to a co-educational school, he ends up sitting behind this person, an unsettling student most of the school doesn't like. Explore the omnibus of stories, what it's like to be young. Okay, it's a coming-of-age story. It's about what it's like to be young. I'm so old, can't even remember when I was young. I can't relate to this. and I've never related to a normal upbringing anyway, so I hate this. And it's a slice of life, and I'm not watching it. Anime adaptation. Okay, music project skip. This looks cute, but it's season 2 of something. Probably cool, not my thing. This is quite well known, also not my thing. Skip. They all look the same. The character designs here have a type, and they've just basically copied and pasted them into paint and used the fill tool on their hair and their outfits and just left it there. And there's no description. Not my thing. Maybe my thing? I'll think about it. Just looks very boring. Look, they're all holding flowers too of different colors. Like, come on. I know the different flowers represent different aspects and personalities of people. But the colors are even matching their clothing. Like how obvious can you get? Cards, not my thing. I have a gambling problem. TV shorts. I'll skip through these. Looks cool. Looks cool. Looks cool? Looks great. Looks cool. I'm not 10. Looks cool. I'm not a child. I am not a child. Although, is this Lego? No, but it does look like Lego. I like Lego. I like nature. I like hiding Lego in trees. Someone made an anime about that. That would be cool. Okay, Leftovers, tried to watch it. They're basically lovable idiots. I hate it. If you consider watching this, what's the rating? 71%. That's high for whatever this rating system is. Probably not my thing. A bit too muscular. Summer Pockets looks very generic. Slice of life. Guessed it. Will consider it, but not my thing. Potentially my thing. Not sure what this is. No, I have to come back to this. Let's read it properly. An orphan named Anne Shirley is mistakenly sent to Green Gables, the home of Matthew and Marilla Cuthbert. They choose to adopt her anyway. Anne finds friendship, love, and happiness in her home. Okay, that doesn't sound very realistic. Come along for the story of a pure-hearted and imaginative girl growing up, leaving for college, and returning home a changed woman. I bet you. Okay, no, this is probably a slice of life, positive, relaxing thing. No trauma venting for me through this anime, so I shall not watch it. Okay, a cat-like alien from a distant galaxy, Muru arrives on Earth. His goal is to learn about homoplay technology on Earth. Oh, okay, and he finds a depressed girl or something. No? Am I missing up the anime? Whirlwind of chaotic events. Species that he has lost. I'm not sure where this is going. I'll consider it. Looks cool. You actually just never know with anime. You never know with these covers. You never know with these descriptions if something is worth watching. Really, in the comments, even though I have 1 subscriber and no one is going to ever watch this, especially not this video, which is now coming up to 40 minutes, why did I make it so long? Why do I have to go through every single one of these? I will get no views. But if for some reason you're still here, let me know. What do you think of this? If you watch it. Cool, got Demon Slayer, a movie. Demon Slayer is cool. I stopped watching it. I don't know why. I think I spoiled myself once again. I watched the last chapter of manga. I didn't watch the whole manga. I just read the last chapter. I find it online. I read it. I go, okay, that's how it ends. And then I never watch the anime and ruin my life like this. And then I have no anime to watch. Chainsaw Man. Ooh, the movie. Definitely will watch this. I love Chainsaw Man. Okay, something about Arrowtoad. Fictional world of Isania, a land enriched in nature. It's very hard to find. This is by Mappa, of course. The Studio Daisy. A warp gate. Potentially interesting. Very hard to find movies to watch. I don't really go outside much, so even if there's a cinematic release, I don't see it. Running anime looks cool. Just look at those thighs. Just look at that focus. Just look at that hand motion. Let's look at that 273. Is that a prime number? No, it's not. It's divisible by 6. It's not a prime number. Fushigi no Kuni de Alice to Dive in Wonderland. Looks potentially cool. It's a movie. I don't know if I'll get to watch it, but it's something I'd watch. This is also something I'd watch. I love it when I just spin up these crazy, beautiful visuals with lots of characters on top, and they have like a restrained color palette. Not sure what this is. Looks cool. They look happy. I don't like this. As one. Let's show. Would I watch this? Because sci-fi, yes I would. Mascot as the main character. Skip. Yeah. I've never watched this. This is very popular in Japan though. Won't be watching it though. King of Prism. Potentially good. Potentially the #1 anime. Come on, Prism Star Tours. Witcher Primaji. Sparkling. Hated Boy Meets Boy. 12 out of 10. But will it be released? Where do I find this? OVAs. Oh, this. Alien Spread Happiness. I actually do want to watch this. Yeah, true happiness may require more than gadgets. Well, tell me about it. Haven't watched the first part of this, but I will eventually. I think it's got very good reviews. As long as it's somewhat... Okay, it's on Netflix, that's why I haven't seen it. Okay, I really have to get that Netflix subscription back up. Even though Netflix is evil. Well, no, Netflix is just boring. Rent a Girlfriend Season 4. I will never watch this. I am not the intended audience. Moonrise. Loosely organized world government. That's where we're heading towards, right? Our international AI network. People obey this rational decision-making process by this thing. And there's a Luna development project. Seems cool. On Netflix, probably poorly animated. They just love that poorly animated crap, don't they? Consider it when I get the Netflix back up. I've watched this. Why is this here? Scooped up by an S-rank adventurer. This is good. Why is this in the leftovers section? Did I miss something when I was watching this? I mean, this isn't really that good, but it's decent. And I like isekai, and this isn't an isekai, but it's kind of like an isekai. Is it an isekai? Well, I'm getting confused now about what's an isekai and not. If there's magic, and there's a guy, or a girl, with off powers, then it's an isekai. That's my definition of isekai. So this is probably an isekai too. Yep. Court Sorcerer Exam. He's probably very off. I've been meaning to watch this. I will watch this. I think there's a light novel series with this. What was putting me off watching this? Lessons gently shine a light on a girl's future. No, you gotta hammer those lessons into her brain. Really hard. She's probably complete doofus and an idiot. She needs discipline. She needs to be punished. She's probably too young for that, but she needs to learn the ways of the academia, of the pain and the suffering of studying quantum mechanics. I think I'm projecting now. The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princess. I guess this is the Shy Hero. Look at that broad back. Very strong. He's so shy you can't see his face. Consider watching this. I'm about 50-50 about watching this. This looks cool. Bad girl, high school student with sharp eyes, large piercings, flashy two-tone hair. Notorious as a bad girl, but she's really not. Okay, I love this. I'm definitely watching this. Where is this? This is on High Dive. Okay, I have a High Dive subscription, which is really terrible value to be honest, but sometimes they have something good on there. What is happening to this guy with the cats? A virus that transforms humans into cats. Okay, this looks really weird and I'm 100% watching this. Bullet looks cool. I think that's a polar bear driving a car. Instant watch. Leviathan, 3D anime, potentially cool. It's on Netflix, means it's crap. I gotta skip it. Pokemon Concierge? No thanks. My melody. Okay, this is cool. This is cute. We'll watch it. We'll watch at least one episode of it. Well, can't even get a more than 100 pixel thumbnail of this. A short film. And it's on YouTube. Definitely will watch. Okay, fully 5 minutes of me just talking. How is anyone still here? This looks old school. No memories. Real conflict. Have no idea how to classify this. It looks like it belongs in the 90s. It was funded through an NFT collection. The entry is currently restricted from being added to favorites due to score and vote brigading by several fake socket puppet accounts located with the project. So it's a crypto scam in anime form. At least I have to watch it. Maybe it's good animation. Okay, chibi anime. What is this about? Okay, looks familiar. It's a chibi anime about the magician dude. Okay. It's an X. Yep. Mini anime for Busune Hanataba wo released on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I'm probably the region locked out of it. Looks interesting. It's the last on the list, so I'll just make it an instant watch. And that's it. That's my unqualified opinion about all these anime. I hope you enjoyed watching my ramblings. I probably overshared a little bit. But 100% out of all of these, you must watch The Water Magician. I think there's something in The Water Magician for everyone. I hope you have a good evening, good morning. Hi, thanks. How are you? I'm good, thanks. And that's it.